month. Sorry for this very inconsistent schedule, but I've just a lot of things has been happening, but I should be back on schedule, and I would like to thank all of you guys so much for reaching 1,000 subscribers. Such a big milestone to hit, so thank you for each and every one of you. I think we're around 1,200 subscribers at the moment, so thank you. And so yeah, for today's video I would like to do some tracing video, as I just popped up some press-on nails that I got from the drugstore, and I wanted to do some nail triggers, tapping, and tracing. Oops. So I have a deck of these tarot cards right here, and it's just 22 cards, and I would just like to kind of show you some of those and kind of explain, as there's like a storyline to all of this. Yeah, so let's get started, shall we? Okay. So before we start, I'm going to be using some hand lotion. This is from L'Occitane, or Herbe by L'Occitane. I think it was like some sort of like a gift set. It's like a travel kit. Sorry, my hair is everywhere, so I'm trying to swoop it on to one side at least. Okay. This is super soft. It's not very like sticky, just a tiny bit, but it dries down like pretty fast. So yeah, I really like it. Hold on. Okay. So hold on, let me just put this back. Okay. So let's get started with this deck of tarot cards. It's the tarot card by So, are you familiar with Takashi Palm? It's a Japanese artist, like a pop artist, who also did the cover of one of the albums of Kanye West, I believe. Anyways, from that studio, they have a bunch of other like artists, Japanese artists, pop artists, and Ayata Kano. I'm not sure if she's one of them, but when we went to like the gallery / gift shop of his studio, they sold some of her stuff, and so my boyfriend, he gifted this to me. And I know like the usual tarot cards are like 70 something cards. This is, I think, just like a novelty item, so I'm not sure if I can like read the tarots with just these 22 cards, but I just think that our illustrations and drawings are just so cute and pretty, so I'm excited to show it with you guys. So the first, we have the back of the card. So all the cards have the same back, but they have this little bird. And a little rabbit. Flower. Is this the moon? Moon. Sorry guys. And a planet. And sorry for my like super bad application of the nails. Don't mind it. And then this card, it just reads a little bit about Ayatollah Kano and also the spiritualist, who basically gave the meaning, I believe, to the cards. I'm not so sure. But talking about Ayatollah Kano, it says she's born in Saitama in 1976, debuted while enrolled as a university art student, and Ayatollah Kano creates a peculiar imagery realm that draws inspiration from the worldviews depicted in Japanese manga and international novels and mythologies. In addition to the numerous solo and group exhibitions across the globe, she has received high accolades as a contemporary artist. Yeah, so that's who she is, depicted as a little fishy right here. Fish. Okay, so I have a bunch of cards right here, and should we go in order or not? Okay, so let's just, I don't know how to read tarot cards, just apologies in advance, but why don't we just like shuffle it and pick one card and then let's trace it and talk about it. Okay, so sorry, I'm just really bad at shuffling. Okay, let's just pick one card from here. Okay, I'm not looking. Okay, let's pick this one right here. Okay, so this one, it says the High Priestess. High Priestess. What do you see in this image? I guess this is the priestess holding a little, maybe some sort of book, perhaps the Bible, or perhaps the book, particular spiritualism or particular belief. On top, we have a moon on her head and some stars indicating that it's night. I believe it looks like clouds or curtains. I don't know. She has a ribbon, a little star tattoo, and the little bunnies right here. It is lily flowers and a horse, also with the moon on the forehead. Let me read. So the High Priestess is the card number 2 right here. The girl who woke up from the dream was climbing down the mountains when suddenly a majestic temple appeared right in front of her. The temple never existed when she first climbed up the mountain. As she went inside to pay a visit, she heard a faint voice coming from the back. Suddenly, the atmosphere became solemn, and a miko is the Japanese word for priestess, and a white robe appeared. So this is the priestess, the miko. In her hand, she was holding a branch clustered with red nandan berries. Oh, so these are the nandan berries. Did you call me? Asked the girl, who was puzzled, being questioned. So the miko shook the nandans and played a beautiful melody. God will be pleased when you ring this fruit. I shall give you a divine prophecy. After saying so, the miko rang the nandan again and told the girl, you shall be reborn after this. The unexpected prophecy filled the girl with excitement and joyful hunch. So, the story might not make that much of a sense at the moment because, it goes in sort of like a chronological order, the way that they tell the story. So the first card is called Zero the Fool. Zero the Fool is right here. It's a girl just running naked. It says Zero the Fool. One day, the girl wondered, is this the way I want to be, living in a city full of things, surrounded by friends and family, with no inconvenience? It's fun, but something was not quite right. Maybe going on a journey will lead me to new encounters and opportunities. Everyone around me tries to stop me, but if I don't move now, surely nothing will change. Upon thinking so, the fearless girl left her home with no preparation, lightly dressed, relying only on her instinct and inner courage. I'm not really familiar with religion or anything, and I don't think this is super religious, this card. I'm not sure, but it's definitely not like a particular religion in mind. The way, especially when you read the Japanese translation for this, the Japanese is sort of like a mix of Buddhism and Shintoism, but not. The society is not as religious, but there are a lot of like sayings and beliefs that roots from these religions. So when they say God, it's not like a one God, because it's Shintoism is what's the word? Not polyester, but they believe in many different gods, and it's used. I don't want to say it's used lightly, but it's just a part of a lot of sayings. So it's not as like God or like Jesus Christ, or well, at least that's my understanding. There's the God of nature. There's the God of sea. There's like God of a lot of things, and they don't specify it. But yeah. But what I wanted to say is that, it says she has a lot of inner courage, this girl right here. It looks like a little cabbage that she has. And her ribbon, and she looks so gullible and naive at the moment, but so colorful. The card showing her courage. Well, this is on my interpretation, but she is kind of clueless, her face, but she is walking and going down the streets and looks super lively and animated, her body movements. So yeah, this was the Fool. Sorry if you're not super interested in tarot cards. I'm obviously not an expert, but I just find it super fun to kind of like read and just follow the story of it. The next card is the first card. Let's see, where is she? So this is one, the Magician, which is also the cover of the box. Right here. It's super cute. It's called The Magician. Let me read the card. First, the girl went to the mountain. So this girl, she went to the mountain first. It was a place with spiritual energy that she has always wanted to visit. One day, at the top of the mountain, exhausted from all the climbing, she dozed off to sleep and had a strange dream. An old man with a cane in his hand appeared and said to the girl, "Your future is something you make yourself. Now I shall bestow upon you a wondrous tool." As the old man said so and swung his wand, a wand appeared to the girl's hand as well. She realized that she was wearing a red cloak. This is a magical wand that can make wishes come true with a single thought. I shall also give you a sword that can change reality with words, a holy grail that can change people's hearts, and a coin that can give you the prosperity of wealth. With these tools, you will be able to change your reality at will, he explained. The old man rituals and taught her ways of magic and spells. When she woke up from her dream, the girl had nothing in her hands. Despite that, the girl was still getting thrilled. She felt as if she had really the power to change the future by herself. So I assume the four tools right here might be the sword. Maybe these coins right here, money. I'm not quite sure what this is. There's a snake and a birdie and a wand and all her wishes and thoughts, I assume, with a star and a coin and a flower. This is the magician card. Okay, and after that is the priestess that we read earlier. The fourth card we have is called it's also so beautiful. Okay, it's called the Empress. The Empress, the Empress. It's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I love the color tones. I love the color tones. We have a little squirrel and a bunny. Look at the curls in her hair. And it's the sun or a moon. Maybe the sun with a rainbow and the vine. The Empress, it says the girl was completely fascinated by the journey to the lake next. So this is by the lake. It was a place full of lush green nature and flowers blooming in profusion. As she sat by the lake admiring the beautiful scenery, a gorgeous and elegant lady walked by. This is a place where the blessings of heaven and earth abound. Everyone is in a state of happiness here, surrounded by the light of gratitude makes one more kind, said the beautiful lady, patted the girl's head. Just the way she stood and acted gave off a gorgeous atmosphere, like rose and cherry blossom petals dancing in the air. The girl suddenly felt as if she had become very kind and beautiful as well. Not only that, but she also felt as if she knew how people can change their environment. Perhaps a grateful heart and a feeling of honest joy can change the environment around us in a beautiful way. So this is a luscious rose and the vines. So this beautiful woman, I assume, is the Empress. Empress. If you have gratitude, you can be a kind of person. You can find the happiness. You can be more nice. So beautiful, so beautiful, so beautiful. Our next card is this. After the Empress, we have the Emperor. The Emperor. With more smiles on her face and gradually feeling kinder, the girl felt as though she could really change reality and felt motivated and excited. She felt like she had to decide her future goal. So next, she decided to head to the volcano, which held powerful energy. Sorry. So I assume maybe this is the volcano, or maybe not. I'm not really sure. On a volcano with a thin plume of smoke, there was a historical-looking shrine with a single painting hanging inside. As she approached, she saw that it was a painting depicting a fat man with a sword in his hand. From the way he dressed, he seemed to be a king from an ancient era. As the girl looked up at the painting, she heard a heavy voice in her ear. The sword I have is no tool for fighting. It is a sword of light that allows me to use power for the benefit of others, to use her abilities for others. must have an unwavering determination and an indomitable spirit. Without making an effort to refine her abilities every day, you cannot do that. The girl suddenly realized magic and gratitude are not enough to change reality. It is not surprising that effort is also needed. Upon realizing so, the girl began to feel that she wanted to live a strong and noble life like this king. You can see the king is super assertive with his little stick in his hand. And the nobleness also probably comes from these buff pants with these royal purple and red. He's standing with determination. He looks like he has lived a life with determination to make effort. Even the dog, he's staring right at you in the eye. The stance of these two characters, the dog and the emperor, is very similar to me. And again, I think this is the little curtain. There's a little tiger behind, and I guess this is all the city lights and everything. Yeah. So, our next card is the Hierophant. I'm not quite sure what that means. So, realizing that she could change the future, but it would not be easy, the girl felt really glad that she went on this journey. For if she had stayed at home, she wouldn't have known anything. Realizing the importance of experiences, the girl continued on her journey to the most famous temple in the country. It was the largest and most magnificent temple she has ever seen. It was a festival day, and it seemed like a ritual was being held. She looked through the crowd. She saw a procession of priests approaching. Leading the way was a woman talking with both hands and holding a shiny pearl as an offering. While she was in wonderment, a spectator next to her told her it's a stone that is said to be the egg of life, found in this region a long time ago. They said that the light of the stone can bring people back to life. The descendants of the priests who have carefully worshipped the stone for her generation is the woman in the front. Reflecting the sunlight, the pearl of life shone in 7 different colors. It was so beautiful that it made the girl think that there might really be a power beyond humankind. You know, it's really interesting because it's actually one of my first times right now. I read this explanation the first time I got these cards, but now that I'm reading it again, I'm kind of comparing to my life right now, you know, like I didn't want to stay home, so that's why I ventured out without much knowledge, you know, to the other side of the world. And here I am, and yes, I do have gratitude. Yes, I do have hope, and you know, the luck is what I'm assuming. Well, what I think the magic is. But you also need the determination to make the effort in order for what you actually want to come true. And here the woman is holding the egg of life, egg of life, egg of life, egg of life, egg of life. And it can bring people back to life, back to life, back to life, back to life, back to life. And this is making the girl think that maybe there is more beyond was before her journey began. After meeting some very influential people and receiving advice and inspiration, the girl was beginning to change. From now on, I'm going to start making plans to create my own future, little by little. Just as she was contemplating the plan, her cell phone rang. It was a friend asking to put out on a double date. He told her that he was going to bring a friend so she could come and the four should have a date together. The girl thought for a moment and replied, "Sure, no problem. The future is unpredictable, but without action, nothing will happen. If I go, something might happen." Thus, she made up her mind. After being introduced to them, the girl was so comfortable with them that it was hard to believe they had never met before, and the four of them had a great time at the park. Cupid looked at her from a tree branch and whispered, "That's the man who will be your future husband." So I guess this is the girl and the boy. They look madly in love, even her little heart on the head. And the Cupid is trying to match the two of them together. I'm assuming these are the other two girls on the date. Or maybe not. They're exploring their little intimacy right here. Everything is love, 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 love. Even the birds on the Cupid. So this is the lovers, the lovers, the lovers. And our next card we have is right here. This is the Chariot, the Chariot, the Chariot. Chariot, 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 Chariot. The girl who had somewhat caught in the hang of her way of living figured that all she had to do now was start running. Because the future is created by our own decisions and efforts, we have no choice but to push forward. I'll do whatever I want to do. The girl began to thrust herself forward. However, reality is not that easy. Looking only ahead, she kept running into obstacles here and there. Things did not turn out the way she wanted them to. There also existed many temptations that lured her to be lazy. Her self-confidence began to slip. Nevertheless, the girl did not lose and continues to move forward. It's still hard to get used to, and it's not easy to get results, but let's try my best and continue. The girl thought and reflected positively about it. The girl is on the Chariot, I'm assuming. And I guess these are the two beings that's trying to push the girl forward, but it's still a lot of temptations. So maybe these are the wills that it's supposed to drive you forward, but the wills are tempted by the things that's around the girl herself. You know, the very inner core, she's still excited and she still wants the change, wants to reach the goal or whatever, but you know, the two guys that's leading her there, the wills, is distracted, but slowly but surely, maybe they're pushing through. We have these little, what is this, a dragon and a unicorn and a little birdie. Super, super cute. She still has a little moon. I wonder what the moon means. Maybe, I don't know, maybe there's something more to it. Okay, our next card is right here. Is justice, 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 justice. Okay, the girl learned that realities was really harsh, really harsh, really harsh. She also learned her weakness and naivety. She knew she had to do something about it, but she couldn't resist the temptation and went shopping in town again and found a new statue in in the square, it was a statue of goddess holding the scale and balance. So this is the statue holding the balance. Sorry. What else? Okay, when the girl saw the statue, she was instantly inspired. She thought that the goddess's sword was used to cut off weakness and temptation. The sword. And the scale was used to balance things out, as if weighing them, in other words, to live up to our objectives. So we need to look at the things more objectively and find balance within ourselves and without our own standards. And she thought she would not be able to fulfill the purpose for which she was born. At that moment, as if to tell her that she was right, several pigeons took off from the square. These pigeons. It seemed to the girl that the goddess was telling her that when your beliefs waver, this is the place to come. It's important to realize that you need to find balance. From now on, just fix it little by little. So the girl was, she gave in to the temptation, but when she overdid it, she was, I guess, humbled back by this little statue to cut off the temptation and to find the balance. That's the key to everything. Even just little by little, I guess this is a little eureka moment. So that's the justice card. Justice. Our next card is the Hermit. The girl these days has been staying at home. Today too, she pondered in her room alone. I've been noticing things and making efforts, but I haven't changed a bit. Reality is the same as before. It is because of my weakness. What's wrong with me? As she began to analyze her own personality, the girl felt as if she had lost all confidence and was in a maze. Then suddenly she looked up and saw a book fall from the shelf. It was a book from the Words of Sages series, which she had bought a long time ago but had not read. She picked up the book, which contained the words of the sages, and on the page she opened, she found the following words. Now, if you are struggling, therein lies the truth. That's right, the girl felt as if she had woken up. She realized that if she could thoroughly examine what's bothering her right now and find the root of it, she could solve the portion of the problem. Hermit. So she seems to be in like this little rut, which I am often in this little rut as well, so I get it. But the truth lies within. The truth lies within when you're struggling. Maybe this lamp is the lamp of hope, the lamp of truth. You're struggling because the truth lies within. But there's the darkness all over. The darkness is all over. Don't be sad. Okay. I think we're just gonna do one more card. We'll just do like half of the deck of cards. And if you do like this video, then I can make a book to do it. This is the Wheel of Fortune. Fortune. A little galaxy, like a little galaxy. The next weekend, the girl really wanted to see the ocean, so she took a long trip and headed to the beach. The When she opened her eyes, the girl was in the clouds. Surprised, a screen appeared in front of her. On it was a reflection of herself as a newborn. As the girl looked around, she saw that there were many screens around. On the screens, the lives of various people from all over the world were being shown. Lives of people, all different countries, from all different times, were being shown one after another, just like a movie or a drama. Seeing this, the girl thought sincerely, everyone has their own life, their own way of living. I am I. This is okay. So this is sort of a moment of realization for her, to be like, she doesn't have to follow anyone, because everyone, she sees for herself that everyone lives their own different lives, their own different ways, in their own different times, in their own different paces. So she's okay for being her. She's okay for being her. She's okay for being her. Is this a little wheel guy? A wheel guy? The girl that was, or the being that was pulling the chariot. So this is fortune. So today we did the fool, the magician, the priest, the high priestess. Sorry. The Empress, the Emperor, and the Hierophant. Here we have the Lovers. We have the Chariot. So this is the little guy. The little guy. Okay. And we have Fortune. Oh, sorry. Oops. That was wrong. Now we have the Justice. And then afterwards we have the Hermit. And then we have the Fortune. Okay. So thank you so much for tuning into today's video. And if you like it, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and also let me know if you want a part 2. So I'll see you in my next video. Bye.